This module required design thinking, professionalism, and experimentation to answer an industry level brief. After analysing briefs from Universal Music UK, Twister, and Google Fonts, the latter was selected. For the brief, a poem would be supported with typography and emerging font technology to convey an environmental message. The brief specifies that play, authenticity, and technology are critical to the final deliverables, including a physical, digital, and non traditional touchpoint. A personal assessment showed that the typographic skills could be improved, and learning new skills would be beneficial in future modules and career roles. The research considered global and local climate change, focusing on coastal threats to appeal to the local seaside audience. Millennials and Generation Z would be the focus as the most climate change aware demographics. Segmenting the target market helped to understand the best approach. An optimistic campaign could help lessen eco anxiety. The audience could share it online, appealing to their social media lifestyle habits. A SWOT analysis identified the brief's strong and weak points. A strength is the widespread awareness of climate change issues, but creating unity across touchpoints could be challenging. In some existing campaigns, the innovative use of analog materials and typography increased visual interest. These concepts would inspire the project later. Emerging font technology such as variable fonts allows more flexibility with typography and presented an innovative opportunity for the project. When researching poems, most pieces were too long or pessimistic. As a result, an original poem was composed, focusing on a positive message to appeal to the target audience. The brainstorming concepts focused on presenting the poem intriguingly, and the mind map explored ideas for each touchpoint, such as harnessing user generated content, augmented reality, and recycled materials. The mood boards collected broad ideas about imagery, typefaces, colors, and styles. The ideal design would include rebellious elements and experimental typography to target a younger demographic. The draft sketches outlined the best ideas from the brainstorming process. The concept of mirroring the poem like water was a strong contender. Exploring ethical considerations, materials, social media, and future employment helped develop design thinking. Touchpoints would use sustainable techniques to be more ethical and avoid unconscious bias and stereotypes to build authenticity and trust with viewers. Three industry experts were researched to inspire the design journey. The brainstorms and mind maps applied the new design thinking to add more targeted concepts. The new mood boards incorporated specific styles, colors, and typography, but the original rebellious style was kept, emphasizing analog techniques to support sustainability. Geologica was the selected variable font because of the strong yet approachable letter forms and flexibility. Refining the design sketches further helped create the final concepts, incorporating a poster with analog techniques, an Instagram animation, and a non traditional touch point, printing the poems with natural materials. Using feedback and experimentation helped develop three alternative designs. The third design was the most successful but needed visual harmony. Using the typographic grid and greater contrast helped differentiate the text from the organic illustrations. The variable typeface helped emphasize certain words to create focal points. The physical touchpoint merged analog and digital techniques to create a seamless design. Handmade texture added dynamism and visual interest to the poster, reinforcing the campaign's rebellious message. Once the animation timeline was created, experimenting with effects produced a dynamic viewing experience. A voiceover from local residents and sound effects further enhanced the campaign's message. Filming analog effects produced engaging closing sequences. The non traditional touchpoint emphasized sustainability by printing with found materials like chalk and sand. The results were limited, but mock ups show the ideal outcome and areas for improvement. The project produced three industry standard deliverables through iteration and experimentation, while considering ethics and employment opportunities. The touchpoints appeal to the target demographic with experimental techniques, unexpected typography, and digital interaction. Thank you for watching.